There's a legend in the small town of Shiloh's Grove, one so screwed up that the townspeople strictly live by. Do not enter the cemetery on Hallows Eve, for if you do, Shiloh will leave a bag of bones in your bed that night. There is one particular day of the year when the legend becomes the realest, at least to everyone else in town: Halloween. Today is Halloween. Personally, I don't believe in the whole thing. It's just a stupid story told by parents to keep their children from getting into trouble and to keep the graves from being disturbed. My parents are currently at a party, a way to hang out with their friends and not have to deal with passing out candy to the little kids trick-or-treating. I am getting dressed, packing up my bags, and getting ready to go out with my friends. They have no idea what I have planned for them. The traditional sense of the holiday isn't for me. I have spent the last 4 years wandering around town, doing things to disprove other legends. My friends have supported me with the crazy crap that I have put them through, and I love my friends. I do. But they are just as afraid of the legend as everyone else around here is. They aren't going to enjoy the activities that I have planned. I have to disprove the legend, prove that there isn't anything to be afraid of. I've always wanted to perform a seance in the cemetery to see if what people say is true. Is the realm of the living more vulnerable to everything that goes bump in the night on this particular holiday? Halloween isn't about the candy or costumes for me. It's all about getting people to realize that they are scared of things that aren't real. A car horn honks several times around 8:30 that night. My friends are late as usual because they needed to go trick-or-treating. We're 17 years old. I grab my backpack from the couch, my keys from the hook hanging on the wall, and lock the front door behind me as I step out onto the porch. The wooden handle of a shovel is quickly gripped in my hand before hurrying down the stairs. The horn honks again, which angers me because I wish they would be more patient. "Come on, Sam, we don't have all night," one yells. "Yes, we do. Get out of the car. We're walking." I shake my head. My friends get out of the car. The look on their face is one of curiosity. Oh, my friends, this will be one night that they won't forget. I silently walk alongside them as they talk about how much candy they had gotten and what costumes they were going to get for next year. We stop outside of the cemetery exactly 15 minutes later. I glance over my shoulder to see their faces drained of all color. "What are you doing?" Elliot asks. "I'm going into the cemetery." I smirk. You know the legend." "That is a crock of bullshit, and you know it. Let's go." "We aren't going in there, Samuel," Alicia says. "What's the worst that can happen?" "There will be a..." "Fine. Y'all stay here. I'll go alone." I throw my bag and shovel over the wrought iron fence before quickly climbing it. I look at my friends once on the other side. They shake their head, causing me to grab my stuff and start my descent into the dark cemetery. I don't understand what they are so afraid of. They should know it's not real. They should know that someone who died a long time ago cannot leave something on your bed. My feet follow the familiar path between the tombstones until they reach the one resting at the very back of the cemetery. The one grave that no one visits. Shiloh Goldsmith. A man who was driven to success by his greed that he dragged everyone else down and made them miserable just to get at the top. He founded the town with the blood money he obtained from his ancestors. A lantern rests beside me as I hastily begin to dig into Shiloh's grave. I need something from him in order to try and communicate with him. I manage to dig about halfway into the earth when a scratching noise floats into my line of hearing. I kneel down atop the dirt, my ear pressed firmly to the ground when the scratching stops. "Samuel," a wicked voice whispers. I fall backward, my chest rapidly rising and falling. I am paralyzed in fear at the word that I had just heard from a long way beneath the ground. The scratching begins once more, causing me to jump to my feet. A hand bursts through the dirt and grabs a hold of my left ankle. A blood-curdling scream escapes my lips. I shake my leg free, hoist myself onto the higher ground, and run through the cemetery, tripping and falling over headstones. I climb the fence, my friends standing there with dumbfounded expressions. I push through them and run down the street we had just walked. I take the stairs two at a time when I reach my house, struggling to push the key into its slot. My knees buckle beneath me when the door slams behind me. Tears roll down my cheeks as I try to catch my breath. What the hell just happened? What the hell was that thing? I trudge up the staircase after calming down. I turn on the light of my room and stop upon seeing the bed. Resting atop the mattress is a velvety burgundy bag, tied shut with a golden rope. My feet slowly carry me across the carpeted floor, my hands trembling when I reach toward the bag. I pick it up and shake it. Something inside of it rattles, causing my eyes to widen. Do not enter the cemetery on Hallows Eve, for if you do, Shiloh will leave a bag of bones in your bed that night, a wicked voice whispers.